All right, it is time to make a trip out to Ohio. This week my cameras there have been going pretty bonkers. Unfortunately, we were not able to get out there for this cold front. The last two cold fronts have been the middle of the week. I didn't have any days scheduled off to take off in mid-October, but probably would have been a pretty good week to be out there. But we are hitting the tail end of this cold front. Realistically, the cold front's done with. We went from last Sunday a high of 75 to Monday being a high of 52, with the real feel being even lower. Saturday and Sunday when we're hunting, the high is supposed to be 70, but the mornings are supposed to be like 35, so it's still getting pretty cold at night, which have those deer moving a lot. The wind forecast for this weekend is not ideal for some of the locations that I want to hunt. We're gonna have to get creative with access and maybe relocating some stands or just being mobile in a climber. But for the most part, I'm really excited to get out here and just get a couple sits in. It's me and my brother and my buddy Justin going out. They're on this lease with me. We are taking the pop-up camper. We got this pop-up camper just for this hunting season. We anticipate on keeping it, but we got it for $400 and some free labor. And it's a 25-foot pop-up camper, the biggest one that Coleman made in 1999, and it is in great condition. So I'm excited to just kind of figure that out and see how that works for the weekend. Got the hunting set up, all ready to go. Should be a good weekend. Have your hands on the bar. We're gonna have to float.
Always thinking you forgot something when you leave. Yo, 1999 Coleman, what it do?
Got camp all set up. We act like we're gonna be here for a week, but we're gonna be here for 2.5 days. I don't know. This is better than any Airbnb I've stayed in. Let's go. That's crazy.
Unreal.
Oh, thanks.
It's about like 18 of them. They're actually coming along pretty good.
Oh yeah. Over the fire. Deer camp. Deer camp. He started out with flint and steel. Nice. Damn. That looks good. Good old toss.
What's that? Who went to bed? Alone?
How's it, Justin?
9 out of 10.
Oh yeah. Little spice.
Spectacular. Give me 14 more. Gun safe and a late here for breakfast. Hey, it goes good with.
Just had a great start to the weekend. Got all up in the tree, got set up to hang and hunt. Realized I forgot my limb saw. I forgot bow release. I forgot
SD card for the camera. Not that that's the end of the world, but I also forgot my binocular harness. Well, good morning. Today has been one of those mornings that if anything could go wrong, it did. So, it's like 30 degrees out. And I wanted to get next to this bedding area along this creek. And I had a tree stand hung here in the summer. But in the summer with all the leaves on, I thought it was a good spot. When I got here this morning, there wasn't enough cover. It kind of just stuck out. So luckily I got in here in time. And I rehung everything about 10 more yards to the right. Oh, there's a buck. I just blew through this bedding area and there's a buck right here. Anyways, I'm gonna try to make this short and sweet because the deer are moving this morning. Anyways, I got everything set up. Got this new tree stand hung. In the dark, I got here in plenty of time. And I had to trim a couple of limbs here. I got up here, I realized that I didn't have my limb saw. I realized I forgot my release, my SD card for the camera, which is not a big deal, and my bino harness with my bow hooks and everything in it. I just saw 3 doe. They were kind of acting weird, like they were bummed. I do have my buddy Justin is hunting. Probably 300 yards from me, so maybe he spooked him a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna start to pack up a little bit. It's about 10 o'clock. I have a little bit of scouting I want to do, a little bit of camera touch up, and I gotta fix a stand. So I'm about 60 yards from where I killed my buck last year, and I watched 6 or 7 shooter bucks that morning run down this thicket of greenbriers on this ridge and hit 5 or 6 scrapes in a row. They all did the same thing, and this is, I'm pretty sure, one of the ones that I saw the bucks hitting from last year. So I'm gonna search around a little harder, see if I can find a better scrape. There's one down there about 20 yards that has rubs next to it, so I might put it there, but I was just seeing what else is around here for sign, so I know this is good. The neighbor, about 60 yards is his line over there, and he still has corn up. So these deer are probably staying glued up here. So I'm gonna do a little more scout and see what I can find. All right, so I got my camera set up. Limited trees for the scrape. I don't want it right on the scrape tree. I wanted it back, but yeah, this is pretty torn up. I don't know, should be a good spot. It's really thick back in here. And there's trails out the ass, so I know they're using this. Like I said, that's all still corn, so they're probably sticking tight there. Coming down here and go back down to the other ag, so yeah, we'll see what we get here. That's a nice size rub right there. Just for reference. Pretty fresh. Not a really good spot to put a camera, but I have one down here. It's not been working, so I'll relocate some.
What are you doing, Dill?
Bathing.
This is how you bathe at deer camp. Scent locker wipes. You gonna take a shower, buddy?
All right, going out for the evening hunt. It's a little late start, it's like 4 o'clock, but it's so hot. I don't anticipate the deer moving until late. It's so weird because this morning it was 29 degrees. Right now it's about 70, so I'm gonna get in close to this bedding that I was up on the ridge this morning, just up further. I got the climber with me. Try to make a little bit of a move. The wind's pretty good for this, and as it cools off this afternoon, the thermals are going to drop. All right, it's an evening hunt. I've been seeing a lot of deer today, just even walking around. But I had another awful time getting set up. I got about a quarter mile in up the ridge that I was trying to hunt. I got to the base of my tree, set up my climber, getting ready to climb, realized I didn't have my bow rope. It was in my zip-up jacket from this morning. And then I realized that my quiver fell off somewhere along the way, and I am deep up this ridge. So I yank everything off, get it packed up. Luckily, I found my quiver about 100 yards from the truck. I don't know how it fell off. It just must not have been locked. Then I went and got my bow rope. I got my bow rope. And then I got set up. I'm not too far from where I was this morning, but I'm up the ridge more, about 100 yards. Good morning. It's October 20th. I'm gonna make this short and sweet. We got pictures of both browser and flat top buck last night, just after daylight, or just after darkness rather. And I'm in a stand that is right between where I got both their pictures, and the wind is ideal, so hopefully we get a look at them this morning. This is one of those mornings that, if it was 1 week or 2 weeks later, this would be full of rut sign and chase. There's a nice frost on the ground. The wind's still. I've seen a few does so far and a little scrub 6-point. I'm only gonna sit for another hour. Unfortunately, I gotta get back home today, go to work. So we'll see if there's anything else this last hour or so.